Good afternoon, my crafty friends. This is Debbie with Dior Market, and we are back again today with hashtag Coupon June 2025. This was created by Traciefox. So I hope you've had a chance maybe to look at the other creators' videos. And I do not have a embossing ink pen. So I know I mentioned I wanted to try to do that, like outline, make a frame and stuff. But what I did find is if I use the Mod Podge and just kind of scrape it on here with a paintbrush is what I used, that it, picked it up and it glued it on. The only thing, it did take quite a while for it to dry. So that was the only thing. Now I'm thinking maybe if I use the pad, and just rub it on. This is an older one. I didn't want to use my new one. And maybe do it like that. So I was thinking about maybe doing something like that. I just don't know if it's wet enough. So we're going to try that. That might not be wet enough. I might have to use my new one. Get rid of the one that's all dried up. So we'll try it. We'll see what happens. Anyway, this is today's, and this is from the poem called Dreamland. The journey of a soul newly departed from its dead body. So this says, mountains toppling evermore into seas without a shore, seas that restedly aspire, surging unto skies of fire. Oh, wow. Well, I don't have photos of fire, but I do have this, and this has some pretty colors back there. It has that red on there, kind of looks like a fire. And then I chose this one, a bride, like in front of what was that called? A crypt. And that's where I kind of got the just the journey of the soul, newly departed. So that was kind of my take on that. Like I said, everybody has their own take on these, which is very, fascinating and interesting. So if you get a chance to go and see some of the other creators, because everybody's doing something different, which is, it's very nice. Even if you get just one little idea, from another creator. I mean, I know that helps me sometimes, or I think, it just kind of like, inspires you to try something that, a product that you have. So, okay, there's that. I might cut it down a little bit more. So I'm not sure. I think I might do like straight edges on these. And then this is what came in this day. It's just a little flappy fold over. I'm never sure what to do with these. And I never want to waste the other side. I could make this a little, maybe should I make it a little booklet? I mean, there's room in there for that. Make a little booklet. I don't know if you guys can see here. These are a little bit thicker. Let's see, we could make that a little booklet. Maybe I'll make that a little booklet, and then if it's enough room, I could put the part of, or at least maybe part of the poem in here. Oh yeah. Like I said, I just never want to cover this up. Or I could always do another pocket. Oh, this is from day 8. I was just showing you that I got the stitching on here. And I kind of stitched across here, and it made this on this side, just, across the little specimen labels. So there, and then I stitched on just the acetate pocket, which I like because I like to see. I don't like to cover up. You can see that in there, and then you can pull it in and out. You can add more in there too. Okay, so this was the one. This is the center of that, the first signature, I believe. Yeah, the first signature. I'm only going to have 2 signatures. So I got this all glued on, and I stitched around so I don't have to worry about it coming out. And then this photo here, I thought maybe, I did see another creator do this, you know, where she glued this on here. But again, like, see, here's a, what is that called again? Not a tomb. A tomb? Maybe it is a tomb. Not a tombstone. Crypt. Crypt, sorry. Losing my mind. And then here she is over here in the circle. I don't know, maybe this was before. No, this is probably afterlife. So yeah, I just, like I said, I don't know if I'm going to actually do a tag or just keep these. What am I going to do with this? Maybe I won't use this. I just don't know. Oh yeah, I think this one I am going to cut straight. And this one I'm going to put a Mod Podge finish on the top of it. It just kind of brightens the colors. And then what I think I'll do is add more orange, red, you know, the fire colors, even the blue. Since they're talking, that's what they're talking about here. On to skies of fire. So maybe we'll do that with that that mica stain spray. See, this one's not quite big enough, but I just like the, you know, the colors, and I could put more colors around it. There's this one. That one might be too big. So to put on here, I don't know. Or I can make it a flip, huh? Just with some of the tape, actually. My my yellow tape over here that I made. So that's what I could do. I'll just put this over here. It could just be a flip, maybe like a flip out, so we can see the, we can put it over here so we can see the cross. That's an idea. I think I'm going to get color on here though. I really do. So I'm not sure about the little fold thing. I have to think about that. But then I have all kinds of things over here. The florals, you know, I can add. So let's see here. And I do have my aged mahogany. I'm really enjoying, just like this for some reason. I don't know, it's red, but it's not that bright red. I think I'm going to test the mica stain too on something else, just, and then cover up some pieces as I go along. This could be over here also. This could be here. I could just put that down there. Maybe I'll get some color in the center of that. And then I'm just going to go ahead and ink these just to get rid of any white edges that might be showing. Well, like I said, mine is a little bit big there. I'm not sure if I'm going to use the embossing on here or not. Well, I guess I could try. But I did order some that grit because I really liked it. Bellaboo, actually, Bellaboo Creations, I believe her name. I'll tag her. I think she I think it's grit. She used it on hers and it looked really awesome because it's opaque. And so the color, once it dries, it comes through. So that was really cool looking. Okay, I think we're going to do a little flip. And then we have a little journal. Well, we don't have a journaling spot because that's not. Oh gosh. That was from that mess up. And I know I have papers in here, so that's not a problem. Little leftover papers. Let's see. All kinds. I wonder if is that big enough to put on the back of it? Nope. Okay, let's see. I'm just going through papers over here. Papers, little bit of cardstock. I wonder if this will fit. Okay, we'll just use this. We have it. Let's use it, right? I'll just put that on there. I don't like that green on there. Looks good. Hey, hopefully you guys are having a great day. I have not, my week has just been really wild. Just, trying to take care of things, and it just seems like every day something new is happening this week that I need to take care of. I'm like, oh my goodness. You guys ever have weeks like those? I was like, oh wow. It was just crazy. Okay, I'm going to put this down here just so I don't get a bunch of glue on my actual journal pages. I probably should stitch that. So I think I was going to stitch this before I actually tape this in. So we're just going to, set it on there and not actually put it in yet. And of course it's not straight, because why would it be? We'll get rid of the white. Yeah, okay, I do want to stitch around here, the sewing machine stitching, and I think I'm going to put it here. Then that way, we can see the crypt over here. Would it be cool to have some kind of wording in there? Have to think about that. Think about what kind of wording to have in there. See, I think we're just going to glue this down. Are we going to try? Maybe I'm going to try some color. Let's see here. I'm going to try to put the this embossing ink on the edges, or some of the edges, and see what happens. Now I left the one side. So this is a gold. I don't want something too bright. I have pinks and reds, and they just all look too bright. So we're just going to go with this pirate gold and see if that is enough to stick on there. I'm not sure if it is. If this doesn't work when I get my that grit in, I will definitely try that. So I'm not sure if anything stuck. Oh, it did. Oh, I like that. Okay, that's nice. Okay, I got to get this back into the jar, hopefully without spilling. Okay, it did pick it up, like I just rubbed it on the edges, so that's nice. Now we'll just need to dry that. I think that'll be better for drying wise, because the Mod Podge did take quite a while. I think this will be okay. I think this will be a little bit better. And see, I didn't use, like, it's all irregular, is what I'm trying to say. There's no, like, clean lines on it. I'll just give it a little bit of shimmer, just, another texture in there. Oh yeah, that dries a lot faster than the Mod Podge was taking forever to dry. And in this way, yeah, it doesn't. Oh, it's a little bit warm there. Be careful there. Okay, maybe a little bit more on here. And see, I think this aged mahogany actually looks good on all colors. I've been putting this on and it's like, I like it. There's not one piece that I put it on that I didn't like. So there, we'll put it on that side with some tape after I stitch. So this can actually go on there now. Oh, I gotta be careful though when I do the mica stain spray or shimmer spray. Gotta cover some of these pieces up, definitely. Okay, so we're gonna be difficult. Well, it's my own fault because I did leave the little pin there. Actually, you know what I use for this when I remember? These are little stud earrings that there's like, I don't know, 8 or 10 sets in this little box that somebody gave me. And I've been using those because they're stainless steel. These are not stainless steel. These will rust. So if you guys have any old stud, you're not using stud earrings, it works really well if you remember to put it back on. So yeah, every once in a while though, I do need to go and clean my nozzle though. I don't know if you guys have that problem too. All of a sudden the nozzle is just, I don't know, I guess it gets clogged from probably leaving it off. Yeah. Like I said, this is just, I think I'm going to make it a little bit cockeyed there. Skewed. Okay. I like that. That embossing looks good like that. You just rub it on in different areas. Looks good. Another texture. So I figured out how to use it. But I still do want to try that grit though. That just, I don't know. It's like you can't really tell what it's going to do until it dries. So it's like, surprise. Yeah, I'm going to just put this over here, I think. I wonder if I can put, okay, I can't put that pin on there, on that side. I could put it up here though, Brad, and then, put something on this side. Down here, it'd be a little bit more difficult because of the acetate. Yeah. Okay, so I'll go ahead and do that. That's not going to be a problem. I'm just, you know what? I buy these things and I don't use them. I know these are way too big. I know I kind of use this little reddish color one. I don't know. I thought I was buying like small. The tops of these were really small and it wasn't. Okay, I'm going to put this like over here in the corner. We can still see her. Maybe about right there. I still want to be able to, see her face there. And like I said, I'll put something on the other side. I have all kinds of, little labels. That won't be a problem. We can just move this if we want to. Okay, we'll get this down. Like I said, we have a little bit of bulk there just because those are, they don't look that bad really to have that there. Okay, so I do want to, though, maybe get some type of circles or something, cover up some of the faces. I want the, we'll just cut this little piece here. Yeah, that'll be good for that one. I don't mind the spray on the body of the person. Or maybe we'll use this piece on the other side there to cover up that pin, or what is called the brad or something. And then, let's see here. Oh, I need some more circles for the other faces and stuff. Let's see. I got all kinds of paper over here. I guess it doesn't really need to be a circle, right? Well, that looks good. I think these will need to be a little bit bigger. And this one here. Do I have another one over here, though? That's the question. Here, we'll just, if I can just tear something here. Here. I wonder, can I tear kind of a circle? Or maybe I'll cut kind of a circle. There we go. Yeah. Even her hair will be okay. Hopefully that stays there as I'm spraying. Doesn't move. And then, oh yeah, I'm going to go back and put some of those on too. The floral strips that I kind of like. So let's see. Where I need to practice though. I don't want to put this. You know, I think I accidentally threw that piece away that I was using for spraying. So let's see, what do we have over here? We have this one. This is all white, so you know what? It's not going to be white anymore. Okay, so this is the brown, which I don't think I'm going to use that one. I don't have blue. Let's see, you know, this is so funny. This is red, and then this is yellow, but this just does not come out yellow. So maybe we'll just do the orange and the red. I have blue paint. What color is this one? This one's actually the orange. Now, maybe we'll do the orange and the yellow. And I don't know. Let's see what color this looks like. I'm trying like to shake these where it's not making too much noise. I don't know if I'm accomplishing that or not. See, that's a really bright, which I kind of like. Trying to figure out how to get some blue over there. Or maybe we could just do blue splatters with some paint. That'll work. Okay, these two will work. Let's see, I have this blue and a darker blue. We'll try the lighter blue first. And see, now we have to shake, shake, shake because this was not in the plan. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Well, you know, I had some little containers over here. See, this is dried up alcohol ink. So maybe if it reacts with it, you know, let's see what's going to happen here. That'll be different. And sorry guys, if you heard barking, I am taking care of 2 dogs, so, and they hear something outside. Let's see. Oh, I like that color. I like that. Okay, we're gonna do that. That worked out. So, let's see. I'm just trying to set my paintbrush down somewhere. Oh, I guess I can set it on this paper. Let's see here. I don't run out of room all the time. Okay, we'll set you there for a minute. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with some of this orange. See, I wish the yellow would come out yellow. Because there's yellow in there. The yellow, the blue, and then this kind of orangey color. This is representing the fire. Well, all these colors are. So I'm going to try not to get too carried away with it. Maybe I should just use that since I, You know what? I have yellow paint too, though, so maybe I should use the yellow paint. Let's see if I can find another container somewhere or a piece of paper to mix this on. Little cardstock would probably work really well. I have a piece right here. Oh, goodness. Oh, my. That was a lot. I don't need that much. I don't know if I can get this back in there, though. Okay, might have just wasted. Okay, let's see. We're going to go in with some yellow first. Oh, gosh. I know I have another paintbrush. Don't want to mix the colors for the little splattering. Oh, yeah. I got a paintbrush. Knew right where it was, so it didn't take too long to go and get it. Okay, so let's see here. I don't know if this might be too thick. Yep, that's too thick. Oh, you know, I have a little water in here. Oh, it's coming out a little bit. Just trying to pick up that yellow. I really want that yellow. Trying to get this to splatter. Oh, there we go. There we go. Got the right amount there now. I am overdoing it. I really like these splatters. That's why I covered their, you know, the faces. Oh, I really like that yellow. That looks good. Okay. Now we're going to go in with the blue, or kind of a teal, I guess. Oh, big spots. That's okay. I don't mind. This is just acrylic paint with water. I think this is going to look cool. Okay. Whoa. Okay, that was not supposed to happen. Oh no. Let's see if I can dab it. I don't know if I can dab it off. Okay, we're just going to have to leave it because I don't want to smear it. Okay. You know, these caps that are left over from my glue sticks are very handy for stuff like this. Okay, we're going to dry this. Okay, we're done with the little circles, so I can get rid of those. And I know I did a lot. Especially this one really shows, huh? You see, this was the colors that I got from this over here, though. I kind of like that, though. It framed her. And this thing just got one spot. And we are curling up. That's okay. Once it's in the journal and it's closed, it will be fine. Okay, you guys. No, I'm not done. Take that back. I was almost starting to say I was done. The paint is taking a little bit of time to dry just because it's so thick right there. So let's see here. Yeah, I'm just going to remember too, this is going here. Once I do want to stitch around that. I really like the stitching, and if you guys don't have a sewing machine, you can draw it on stitches with a Sharpie. So, you don't have to go out and buy, supplies. Not everybody, can really, there might not be in their budget. So, yeah, that one's kind of light. I think that one's my favorite. I really need to make some more of these. This is like my favorite one, I think. And I like they're light, so they're really like popping off of this. Actually, all multicolor here. So let's see what other one we have. This one I actually did put the aged mahogany on it. So let's see. Does that one look okay? I'm not really liking that one on here. I think because the light of the paper looks better. The lightness, the whitish. So even, oh, we got some yellow over here too. Oh, I like that one, really picks up. Maybe we'll do 3 on there. Kind of a bouquet going on. It flipped over the wrong way. Kind of want a little bit of extra over here. We want extra over here too. I'm not liking that one on there for some reason. So maybe we'll just do the one side. Okay, this one, okay, this one I like. Looks like I have to get my little physics machine out again and get that going. Okay, let's get this all glued on here. Like I said, these are, I really like these, just the look of them. I don't like, gluing them. I just feel like I get glue everywhere on my hands. See, I kind of like the way that looks right there. So we're going to put that one there. And I have paper towel today because my rags are on the other side. So I just peeped around to look for the puppies and they're nowhere. Put my little seat cushions from my kitchen out over here and they're not using them. So let's see here. We'll get this one on. I don't know, but I like the shape of this one. I don't know if it's just because it's long. It doesn't interfere with a lot. Like I said, this is like the glue situation. It's kind of wild on here. Just dab it down. Hey guys, I apologize too for the not sewing on camera just because it's just too cumbersome to try to have it over here with all of my ephemera and paint and everything. Yeah, it just is a little too much. Like that yellow on there. Yellow is really picking up from the yellow in this photo. That was already on there. And I just added yellow and I think it looks really good. A little bit of blue. I didn't even use that little ephemera tag, whatever it was, tag, fluffy flap. But, we'll use it for something else, so it's not going to waste. I just didn't think this needed all of that. Let me angle this the other way, maybe? Yeah, like it that way. There we go. You know what? Since I didn't make a tag, I think I'm gonna put some lace and that sari silk on here just to kind of keep going with that theme. Since that's what I think every page, I'm trying to have every page have that on the tags. This page doesn't have a tag. So thin that down a little bit. Okay, you guys, that's it for day 9. And the little snippet is from the poem Dreamland. Okay, you guys, so thanks so much for watching. And I apologize. Like I said, this week has been wild. That's why I know I missed 2 days of recording and uploading. So hopefully now we're on the up mode where I don't have to pick and choose like to record or take care of, home business. Home, I don't know what it's called. But anyway, okay, you guys, again, happy crafting. Thanks so much for watching, liking, sharing, commenting. Really appreciate it. And it does help with the algorithm and keeps me out there. So till next time, bye bye.